Okay. Somebody's here. All right.
Jason White. Hello, Jason.
How we doing, Mr. White? Bob. You decided to torture yourself some more despite having a migraine.
Well, if you didn't have one before.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hope you feel better, Bob.
Right on, Jason. Yeah, Swamp Thing won by a country mile, so I can't say I'm upset about that. All right. I think I'm just going to get started.
Hello, Micah. He wants to see if he can keep
Oh,
your
for
streak
the
going.
love. No. We shall see.
Jason says no. I think Jason's feeling lucky tonight.
Oh. So I decided once it became clear that Swampy was going to be the winner, that I would try to do sort of a pose reminiscent of that, like famous, what is it, the Patterson Gimlin film with Sasquatch that like you always see. So we're gonna do a Swamp Thing version. Just to go with the cryptid theme.
So you said it wasn't close this week. Who was second place?
Second place was Yoda and Ahsoka, but it was not very close. There's no, you can't call the numbers ahead of time, Jason.
I didn't want to burst his bubble.
Yeah, well.
You know Micah's going to put in a 1 as soon as he can now, Jason. Just
No,
to try
see,
to...
Mike is going to guess 4 again. He guesses, he starts out with 4, I think, every time.
Bob calls shotgun. And Jason says, well, he called it, so... Paul takes a hike, says, hi Jeff, Swamp Thing tonight. Awesome.
Hey, Paul, how's it going? You finally made one.
You want me to run interference on that?
Well, somebody's upstairs. Creeping around. Probably a child looking for food. Oh, it's Ace. Looking for ice cream cake. So Ace's birthday is on Wednesday, but that's also their first day of college. So we did birthday stuff yesterday. And where we are in the basement, there's a freezer with ice cream cake in it.
Oh, I'm so happy you sliced it already.
Yeah, it's a pain to slice.
It's lopsided.
Yeah, I know. It's always lopsided. Yeah, you're gonna have to go quick, Bob. Like I said, there's a delay for what I see on the screen, so when I get out of frame, it might take me a little bit of time to notice. So I apologize. It's true. There's still plenty of it here. I mean, it was a pretty big one. Double chocolates. All right. Go from here. Bob, I hope you've taken something for your medication, your migraines. I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that delights in the fact that it freaks you out every time. But you knew that already. Some sort of cake wrestling match going on up there. Ice cream and a horror movie, that'll cure pretty much anything that ails you. Trick about doing a sketch with Swamp Thing is he's got all this detail, and it's going to be hard to sort of thread the line between not enough and half-assed. But if I can do anything, it's half-assed stuff, so. Thanks, Jason, I think.
Like recognizes like.
Get some of these root type formations in here.
Looks a little like Swampy has a comb over going on.
Yeah, I was like trying to do some like leaves and stuff, but again, sketchiness. That's my excuse.
So, having gone to art school, would you recommend people go to art school if they're interested in drawing?
I don't know. I think I got a lot out of going to art school. I always used to tell people there was 6 years between me graduating high school and going to Kubert school, and I used to draw every day, you know, for a couple hours at least every day, just because that's what I could afford to do in my free time. And I think in the first probably 6 months of going to art school, I learned more than I did just practicing by myself for those six years. So yes, but also it's expensive. And like I was saying in the other stream, Micah was talking about what I would recommend to people starting out, and I think because we have stuff like YouTube now, it's just so valuable, and it's essentially free, so it's hard to say.
So, as much as I try and fail to get you to draw, you know, little sheep with chickens on their backs and everything,
Right.
and you only want to draw comics, why comics?
I don't know. I think I like the stories. You know, it's cool to draw, you know, spot illustrations and stuff, but even those I want there to be some story element to it. And I mean, I won't say it a million times, but like Bob was really into comic books, and growing up, you know, for good or ill, looked up to him quite a bit, and anything he was doing I thought was cool.
You know he's listening, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I know
just
he's but he's got a migraine. He won't remember. But I mean, it's kind of partially why I like metal music is hanging out with Scott in his room, looking at sweet Iron Maiden posters and stuff, listening to music. And again, it was my older brother is not shitting on me the whole time I'm in here doing this, so it's, you know, must be cool.
Ray says hello. It looks like to Swamp Thing, not necessarily to you. And,
Hey, Ray. Swamp Thing.
Bob says nerd.
Right.
And Jason says geek.
Yeah. We all speak the same language. There's no hiding here.
I think I'm the nerd, right? Isn't that?
Yeah, we used to break it down in college where like nerds are, you know, have issues because they're super smart, and geeks are outcasts because of what they enjoy, their interests and stuff, and then dorks are outcasts because of the social awkwardness, and then you could have the multi-class, so to speak, dorky geeks or nerdy dorks or what have you. And then, of course, you had to realize that just by coming up with that distinction made us dorks.
That's fair. Jason said Iron Maiden with Scott and Iron Man with Bob.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now that you can draw your own comics, do you still read them and shop for them? And,
Yes,
yeah.
much to my wife's lament. I still buy comic books.
Babe, if I get to collect my yarn, you can collect your comics.
That's fair.
We're good. You're all good. Was this the one that you said you've drawn more than anything? Because I think I've seen a lot of Swamp Things.
No, the one that I said I drew a lot was The Thing
Oh, right.
from the Fantastic Four.
Gotcha.
But I mean,
Yes,
that's,
I
you
remember
know,
those now. He's the rocky guy,
a
right?
rocky guy, yep.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
But it's, you know, it's hard to remember sometimes the stuff. I go through phases.
Jason says, Master of all things. Master of things. Sorry. Master of things.
Yeah.
Context. Sorry.
This one might be a little difficult to get done in half an hour-ish.
Just make it all sketchy. It's a handheld cam shot.
Right. Just pretend it's from 1974 or whatever.
Micah says that he has the look Jeff had when we worked in Oklahoma together.
Yeah. That was pretty rough. Was it we worked there? They had like 90 days where it was 90 days in a row where it was over 100 degrees, something like that.
Yeah, Micah says, and he was in 120 degrees heat. I don't suppose you had heat pumps out there.
No. No. Not a lot of heat pumps out in the laydown yard, but did have a trailer with a little window shaker AC, so I'd work for like half an hour or something and then go sit down for 10 or 15 minutes and then do it again.
Micah says he was okay in the AC in the truck.
Yeah, well. Can't all have the cushy jobs. It's actually a little different than I've drawn Swamp Thing in the past, because usually I like to make him way more monstrous, less humanoid, I guess. Jeez, I keep going off frame here. But I do like the classic stuff too. They've done like, I don't know, Bob, maybe you know the answer to this, but like, did they change the origin story or whatnot, where it's now he's not Alec Holland, he's this elemental that thinks he was Alec Holland or something like that. I can't remember. They messed around with him so much.
He's a plant that thought he was. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird.
He says, damn, I've got a lot of delay. Bob says it's freaking awesome.
Thanks, man.
Johan says, yo, what's up? Sorry I'm late.
How's it going?
Jason says same. Epic.
Okay. Over time. Just kind of noodling some of the million little branches and roots and whatnot. I could probably do this all day.
Johan says it's going, bro. Where it's going or what it is up for debate.
Well, yeah, ain't that the truth? All right, I think we're almost at the point where we can give this away to Micah.
Jason says, love to see you ink this one. Best sketch of the 4. We need a poll.
I don't know. His head does seem a little wonky to me now. It's like a little. Maybe it's appropriate. It's a little potato-ish, being a plant creature and all that. There we go. All right. I think I'm about ready. If you guys are.
Potatoes are organic.
Yeah, they're also plants. I mean, I'm sure he's got some tuber components, right? Must be some sort of swamp roots and stuff. All right. I'm gonna stop. So, get ready, I guess, to guess.
Mo says he's so fast, I don't know how he does it.
I
Me
just-
either, Mo.
I don't stop to think about it. That's the secret. All right, I'm going to roll this D20, and you guys get your guesses ready. It's done. Let's see who takes it home. Jason. Nothing so far.
Micah already guessed 17, Bob.
It's okay. He's got a migraine.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Bob. not meaning to pick on you.
There's a lot of double guesses in the chat. I need the Jeopardy music. It's probably copyrighted. Oh, there you go, Bob.
Bob
It
got
is
It's
16.
Which Micah was very close with
He
the
was.
first guess there.
I know, we're kind of like, Jesus.
Jeff and I exchanged a look.
$1 billion. All right, so Bob, you can add this to your other swamp thing I drew for you. That one's slightly more finished. Maybe you can weasel it out of him, Jason. Promise him some 40K figures. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Bob,
Yeah.
that's too bad. Jeff did a really good job on that one.
You guys can see it on my Facebook page.
Can you add it when you put the finished live up?
I don't know.
You could add it to your short anyway.
Yeah,
You have a photo.
that's what I'll do when I do the time lapse. I'll add that drawing just so people can see the difference. There you go, Bob. That'll be cool. Sweet.
Oh, Micah wants Space Marine next week.
Yeah, I've been waiting to put 40K on there in some respect, so
Jason says he got chills.
it's probably the fever, Jason. Cool. All right. I think we're going to close it out and we'll do it again next week.
If you guys didn't remember to like the video, please do that before you hop off.
Like and subscribe.
If you're not subscribed, then please go ahead. Jeff does these every Monday night at 8, and somebody wins the sketch at the end of the drawing.
Right on.
Mrs. Jeff.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, Myers. Bye.